Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being so patient and waiting with all of us. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you today for the Hackathon Celebration event. I'm Unnati, and I'm truly honored to be standing here today among such an inspiring group of women and supporters. Today is special. It's not just about celebrating the success of a hackathon or a competition. It's about celebrating the spirit of women who dare to dream, build, and lead. When we started SAWiT, it was with a very simple but a powerful belief that when women come together, support each other, extraordinary things happen. And look at us now. We are a community of over 1 lakh women, strong and brilliant women, learning and growing and changing the world one step at a time. Through the Learnathon, we saw thousands of you step up to learn new skills and challenge yourselves. Through the hackathon, we watched you build solutions, break barriers, and show the world what happens when women lead innovation. Today, we celebrate your courage, your hard work, and your belief in yourself. So, as we move through today's event, take a moment to be proud of yourself, take a moment to be proud of each other, and most importantly, know that this is just the beginning. The future is bright and it's ours to create. With that, let's officially kick off today's celebration. At SAWiT, we deeply believe that community and collaboration are the engines behind the real change. None of what would have been achieved, be it the Learnathon or the hackathon, or building a network of 1 lakh women without the possibility of incredible support of our partners. Our partners have not just backed us, they've believed in our mission of empowering women in tech, nurturing innovation, and creating impact at scale. While we are honored to have some key partners present here with us today, we also want to take a moment to acknowledge the unwavering support of our ecosystem partners like AICTE, HICIA, the government of Telangana, and UP. And with that, let's start by welcoming our first speaker, Priyanka Kamat, the founder and CEO of 100 Giga. Priyanka Kamat is a NASDAQ milestone maker, a distinguished Stanford BASS member, and a leader who has literally shattered every glass ceiling, including ringing the bell of the New York Stock Exchange. With over 12 years of experience in engineering and tech consulting, Priyanka has worked with Fortune 500 companies, the World Bank, PepsiCo, and handling a 500 million portfolio of apps. Today, as an AI tech founder, she has transformed industries like agriculture, education, healthcare, and finance with cutting-edge solutions. Through SAWiT.AI, Priyanka is now opening doors to AI Masterclass for the SAWiT community, helping young women step into the intelligence age and build the future Vikasit Bharat of 2047. Let's give her a huge round of applause, and we invite Priyanka, please.
Hi, everyone. Firstly, welcome to this amazing celebration of innovation and gender equitable outcomes. And kudos to SAWiT for pulling this together. Not only have they showed us that, we are one step closer to gender equitable outcomes, but we can do it with a very mixed bag of genders right here. I see a lot of men in the crowd, which is fantastic. We need more allies like you, and only then we'll reach to the next trajectory of success for women. I am the founder of 100 Giga, which translates to Girls in Gen AI, because I truly believe that girls with dreams become women with vision, and that is why we are the sowing seed for SAWiT, because Gigas eventually become SAWiT. And with the ever-changing world of AI, right, we are seeing 1.2 billion, trust me, it's 1.2 billion people that are getting into the working force. And if we need India to be the top 1% to compete at the global level, we need partners like SAWiT. We need programs like these learnathons, hackathons that give you experiential knowledge and not just theoretical, academic-based rigor that we've always been subjected to. Get your hands dirty, get building, and that is where you grow to a world-class level. So while I'm saying this, it's been a challenge to break gender stereotypes because systemically in countries like India, girls have a very short, limited period of time to prove themselves. There are societal norms like getting married early, having to then, abide by the rules of like the family that you're married into. So we are very passionate about the age group that we work with, 16 to 21, because in those 4 years, if you're able to prove yourself, then the world is yours. And it's been proven through studies that 80% of the income that is generated by women is invested back into the families. So the more investments we bring to these women, the more families grow, the more societies grow. And that is why we feel 100 giga is the bedrock of the society. And we cannot go into that next leap without partners like SAWiT. So I thank each and every one of you to be here, especially the men. Shout out to you. Because this is not about male bashing, but this is about coming together and actually building that society, building that nation that can get into 10 trillion by 2030. So let's do this together. Thank you so much for having me.
Before we move ahead, we'd like to present Priyanka with a token of appreciation, a heartfelt thank you for believing in us. I'd like to call Subid onto the stage to please felicitate Priyanka. Moving ahead, it's a pleasure to introduce our next partner, Sri Charan Lakkaraju, founder and CEO of Student Tribe. Charan, founder and CEO of Student Tribe, was featured in Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia 2018 and is a celebrated TEDx speaker. His vision of building India's largest student community has made a massive impact, especially in bridging opportunities for Tier 2 and Tier 3 students. Today, Student Tribe proudly supports 6 lakh plus students across India through workshops, events, and career-focused activities. Recently, Student Tribe received the Best Education Community Platform of the Year and also the prestigious HIBIS Award presented by IT Minister Sridhar Babu. Let's welcome Charan to the stage and for him to share his thoughts.
Thank you, Unnati. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Yeah, people are so sober. So technically, this hackathon, SAWiT Hackathon, when we announced for the first time, the response, I still remember that day when people said like, is it possible to do such a grandeur hackathon with a kind of a large reach? There are a lot of people who are naysayers when we started this. And I still remember meeting Vikas and Sanjay for the first time. It was not just this one hackathon for which they have initiated the whole community. It was something where they deeply believed that how can we take AI to the last leg, because a lot of people at grassroots levels, we feel AI is not for us. AI is something, the place where we are in, T-Hub or the kind of startups. AI is just for a certain section of society. That's a common impression. And when we started working, the whole Bhashini script, or you're talking about implementing basic tools on AI, or the kind of innovations what students have hacked. And I see some of the winners here who are from different parts of India today. The thought process went in and it synced as the process started going forward. And this is the first time something of this magnitude was happening. Obviously, there were a lot of hiccups, there were a lot of learnings, there were some things which needs to be improved. And as student tribe who always believes, because I was just talking to a few placement officers in our office, we were hosting them. When we started out, we never knew what was our destination. Because a lot of people, when we are starting a category, you never understand where you are heading to. When you are a category creator, because you don't have me toos. When you have a me too, it becomes very easy. There's a reference, how someone has charted their path out, how did they build. There is already a path carved out, so you just follow their footsteps. But when you start without having any me toos, and there is no one to guide, it was very tough. And when we took up the challenge of being the outreach partners for SAWiT, it was the same thing. Because it was an experience which we were living in. I still remember I have a lot of friends from the placement officer fraternity here. Anil Garu is here from VBIT. Rao Garu is from Sri Hindu group. Whenever I talk to them, the first thing they say, sir, there are a lot of hackathons, but there is no one doing a prerequisite to a hackathon. Because that's a very big complaint which will be there across hackathons. Because a section of people in hackathon will just sit cluelessly in a hackathon. They don't know what to do with it. Because they enter a hackathon, they just enroll themselves for a hackathon, they come to a hackathon, they take a table, they sit, and they don't do anything. And when we said, let's propose a learnathon before a hackathon, because they have to undergo a certain basics before they take up a hackathon, was the initiative where we took up very seriously. The first learnathon happened where everybody completed a mandatory 15 hours of session where they undergone basic concepts of AI fundamentals too. And many didn't understand that too. And many were questioning us like, what is the need for it and stuff. I always believed unless you have prerequisites, it's almost like having a prerequisite degree. If you are not qualifying 12th, you cannot do the next degree. If you want to attend a hackathon also, you should have some basic prerequisites so that there's an effective usage of time. And as a student community, today we are proud to say from Hyderabad, we are the largest student community. And when I'm saying largest student community in India, and majority of the students today, we are talking about lack of opportunities. It's not about lack of opportunities, it is about lack of proof of work. Today, every company, every HR head who I talk to, in the leadership team here from Calido, Subed is here, and when I chat with them, there are a lot of great initiatives. They want every student to level up with the industry. When I say level up, it means that knowing themselves first before knowing what the industry wants. Because these days we are not knowing ourselves first. What are the skills that we already have? What are the skills that we should possess? Even you go to a doctor today, the basic thing he's asking, can you get an MRI done? Can you get this scan done? Can you get this diagnostic test? Because I cannot, there were the old age doctors, in the olden Esther years, they used to check pulse and check whether you're going through certain ailment or not. But today careers, we have to know ourselves. There should be a self-diagnostic test to know where you are and where you have to go. And when we discuss this, every industry HR head is telling that in a company like, a traditional company like Infosys, the CTO was telling me a very interesting thing. Traditionally, our Indian services companies are known to pay 3.25 lakhs or 4 lakhs or max 5 lakhs per annum. A traditional company like Infosys is paying 10 lakh per annum salary for a fresher if he qualifies a hackathon. I think I can stand corrected. Maybe placement officers will know better. Infosys has two different pay structures. One, if you qualify through a hackathon of Infosys, your pay starts at 10 lakhs per annum. If you qualify through a normal interview process, your salary is at, Anil sir, am I right? 3.25 lakhs. So someone building something, the industry is looking at them in a very different way. And we realized that importance because being a largest student community, we have to encourage students to be part of more hackathons. And today that proof of work is the most important thing. So let's all, I know this is a valedictory event. When we started SAWiT, always, it's all about large numbers. Every day whenever we are ending the day, status reports, we were thinking of 3,000 people did this, 5,000 people did this. We were always talking about large numbers. I was jokingly telling Vikas, we have to hire a stadium to do a valedictory ceremony. Then he told me a very interesting factor. Fortunately, I am not using unfortunately. Today, they are meeting, I cannot share more details, but they are meeting a multinational company head where they are talking about more opportunities to students itself through this SAWiT itself. And they said the dates were clashing, so they are not able to meet this event. SAWiT as a community, Calido as a platform, and Student Tribe being the student outreach partners, together we envision, we don't want to just talk, we want to walk the talk. We want to clearly define the difference between getting a right opportunity. If you are deserving, you need not worry where you are. Your skills should talk, your skill passport should talk, and your ability to code should define your opportunities, not the college you come from, not the region you hail from. So I congratulate all the winners who are here today. I'm very happy to see a lot of familiar faces again. There will be a 2.0 in a better way and more larger way. Obviously, the scale will be more bigger, and looking forward to it. And I thank Unnati for the opportunity to invite me to share a couple of words here. Thank you.
Thank you, Charan. That was a very, very motivational speak and a very, very nice speech. I would love to get Bhaskar on stage to please felicitate Charan. He's been a very, very integral part of SAWiT, and please let's hear a round of applause for him. Now, we'd like to move on to a movement to talk about another key partner who's been instrumental in enabling the spirit of this hackathon, and that is GUVI. GUVI is a true technological enabler in our journey. Their mission to bring coding, AI, and future tech skills to learners across India and to make it accessible even in native languages aligns beautifully with what SAWiT stands for: creating opportunity without barriers. Through their innovative platform, GUVI has empowered millions of students, especially from the Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, to step confidently into the world of technology. They've shown that talent exists everywhere, and with the right support, they can thrive anywhere. Leading this impactful movement is Anita Satish, the Chief Operating Officer at GUVI. A champion of inclusive tech education, Anita brings deep expertise in scaling operations, driving growth, and building true learning ecosystems that change lives. A passionate advocate of inclusive learning and women's empowerment in tech, Anita is helping bridge the digital divide and shape the next generation of tech talent. We're honored to have you here today, ma'am. Please join us on stage. And
thank you, Unnati. And thank you, SAWiT, for having us here and all the partners around here as well. Good evening, everyone. And on behalf of Guvi's team, I would like to represent and thank everyone for this wonderful opportunity. And I would like to speak about not only hackathon, and it is with hackathon, the GWR, the Guinness World Record, what we did, right? Hope most of you haven't forgotten about it. So I'll just give a very crisp thing, what Guvi and SAWiT and all of us together, what we did for Guinness World Record, right? We gave a lesson on the AI framework for all the community of women, girls, whoever wanted to participate. So they have to learn the framework and they have to implement it on rack with Google Colabs. And they have to even build an application out of it. These are the 3 key steps what they have to do, but everyone did it with ease because it was a no-code platform, and this is how you bring confidence, right? It can be, I do not want to go with women or men, as Priyanka was rightly speaking about breaking down the gender stereotype. It is for everyone. So even if you are a non-coder, basically to speak about myself, I am basically a chemical engineer. And I have transformed myself from chemical engineering with experience of 12 years into the production industry towards the tech world, right? So it is all about learning, and SAWiT also speaks about learning. And this is the right place to speak about learning as well. And for all of us, right, if we are not acquiring skill set, it should be a continuous journey. And for women, it has to be in a very right place because I come with an experience of 20 years. When I entered industry where I had to prove myself with saying that I am not anywhere less than a man, right? So in that case, I have to run a race with, if not I'm learning continuously, if not I'm upskilling myself, I am not even allowed to enter the lane of the race, right? So it is very much crucial for all of us. I'm not speaking, and we are in this kind of era where men themselves motivate us. They give an equal opportunity for us to equally run with them, and kudos to all the men here around and helping us and encouraging us. Thank you so much. And Unnati was mentioning about spirit of women, celebrating about spirit of women. I'll tell you one example. Guvi, as you would have known by now, the CEO, Mr. Arun Prakash, he always says that if there are 2 candidates coming in with equal experience, equal talent, he will always prefer a woman among these both candidates. Because simple, we have a moral, morally we are very much aligned to complete our responsibilities. No one have to follow us, right? So we are running ahead of men, I guess. And I hope everyone will agree that. With that, I would like to finish and thank you, the whole team and the partners. We would like to interact with you off stage as well. Thank you so much.
thank you so much, Anita, for that inspiring words and for being such a force behind the tech-driving learning. To felicitate Anita and Niaz from Guvi, I'd like to call Subid on stage to please felicitate our partners. Moving on to something very, very exciting. At SAWiT, we are not just about celebrating achievements, we're about helping you plan your next big move, your next big step. And that's exactly where our brand new tool, Level Up, comes in. Level Up is your personal career pathway guide designed to help you identify where you are today and where you can get to, and how you can grow and reach the career goals that you dream about. Whether you're just starting out in tech or awaiting your next promotion or just thinking of a big career switch, that's exactly where Level Up can help you. With Level Up, you can find career paths based on your personal interests, see the job roles that you can get to and the salaries that you can aim for, which is very important, learn what skills and courses you need to get to the right position, and get free and paid resources to help you level up. Not only that, Level Up also helps you with an AI skill check, which basically means how easy of a risk is it that AI can take over a skill. And also track your progress and keep you motivated while you achieve your goals. And the best part, today, Level Up is free for all of you here at in the arena. You can simply scan the code to get it. And we're really thrilled to give you a live demo of how it works. And to that, I'd like to invite Mr. Bhaskar Kedia, who's been closely involved in bringing up Level Up for us.
Hi everyone, just bear with me for 2 minutes. Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Bhaskar Kedia. Before I start this session, I'll tell you a small story about myself. When I used to study in the school, I've done all my schooling in an Air Force school in Delhi. I remember in the initial years, whenever a new session used to start, the teacher would ask my name. And every time I would tell my name, she would say, okay, I got your surname, what is your name? And I could never figure out what was she talking about. It was only when I came for the first time to Hyderabad, went around the United AP, that I understood the joke that every time, every session, the teacher used to make. Because Bhaskar here is just a surname. And that is what they were every time asking, and I could never figure out. Okay, so without ado, let's talk about Level Up. And I must tell you, my friend Charan here and my co-host Unnati actually took the cat out of the bag. They spoke mostly about what Level Up is all about. So I'll not repeat that. However, I'll tell you a small background to why Level Up and what is the importance of Level Up for this set of people who are sitting here today in the audience. First, before I start, how many of you have actually used Level Up yourself? Is there anyone here who has used Level Up? Leave the Kaleido people. I know all of you have done it. Okay, wonderful. So none of you have seen Level Up. Excellent. And I'm sure, while this is a naive question for all of you, but how many of you have heard that AI is going to take away a lot of jobs in future? How many of you agree with this statement? Yes? Come on. Okay, I have a couple of people. Are you from colleges, TPOs? Oh, okay, wonderful. So you understand the trend. What about the students? Are these students? How many of you think AI is going to take away jobs? Yes? Okay, no one here thinks? Okay, I have a couple of students there who think AI is going to take jobs. Yeah, Priyanka is a huge advocate. She herself spoke about the fact that we need to become aware about what AI is doing all around. So the reason I'm asking these questions, my friends, is because, you know, when SAWiT started coming together, a lot of women on the platform started sharing their experiences and started asking questions. While all of us think that AI is not going to take away jobs, my friends, that is not good news. The bad news is that AI is definitely going to take away the lunch, but the good news is that you can still figure out how can you prevent that from happening. And I think Level Up to some extent was designed, was created to help you overcome this anxiety. Yes? I don't know how AI is going to take away my job. I used to think that I am a business development person. AI is mostly meant for people who have tech background. So therefore, I'm not going to get impacted. I was in for a shock when I read my own Level Up report. And I figured out that at least top 5 of my skills are already on their way out because of AI and automation. Yes, it might sound surprising, but this is already happening. So AI is not going to take away jobs 5 years down the line, my friends. It is already happening. Now, what is Level Up and how is it going to help you in this big change that is happening? How many of you understand GPS? Yes? Yeah? Okay. Global Positioning System. Technically, it's a constellation of satellites owned by the United States of America, which help you understand your precise location. A very good application of GPS is Google Maps. I'm sure all of us use it. So what do we do with Google Maps? You open your internet, and then you type the destination, and Google Map tells you this is where you're standing, and this is the route that you can take to reach that destination. It tells you if you use the metro, you will take 30 minutes. If you use a car, you will take 15 minutes. If you go by foot, you will take 45 minutes. Yes, that is what it does. Exactly same is the function of Level Up. It is a career GPS. For you, it will tell you in your career journey, where are you standing? What is your present location? And if you want to reach the position of a CEO 10 years down the line, then what is the route that you should take? What are the skills deficit? What are your current skills which AI is going to impact? How should you mitigate those risks? This is all the report that will tell you. A very useful tool for those of you who want to understand what is it that you can do to ensure that AI is not able to beat you. As my friend Unnati said, you have a free offer today going on for all the people sitting here. You can generate your own Level Up reports, and to demonstrate how simple or how easy it is, we are going to do a live report generation for Unnati. I have this Level Up login page already logged in. I've made a payment. So barring today, if you try and use Level Up, it is going to cost you 299 rupees. That's the intro price of Level Up, which is right now going on. So if you log into Level Up, and once you've created your account, this is the page where you will land. There are 3 options for you to generate your report. The first is that if you have an existing resume, you can simply upload your resume, and it will then show you your report. The other is you can import from LinkedIn. If some of you have your LinkedIn profiles, you can simply go ahead and connect your LinkedIn profile. And the third option is meant for specially college students who have never created a resume for their life. So this is a AI-powered resume builder which can help you in creating an effective resume. So let's start with the first category, which is upload your CV. For the benefit of this audience, we have Unnati's resume handy with me. So I will try and upload her resume here. And let's see how much time it takes. So if you can see, I am now uploading her resume. And This is already an active site. This is behind the firewall, and you will see how much time it takes to generate a report for Unnati. And if anyone has any questions, any doubts, please feel free to ask any questions. I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, so now Unnati's resume has been passed and it is ready to generate the report. If in case anyone wants to add anything here, you can also add, edit, and include them here before you generate the final report. It will also ask you if you have any preference of a job location or a future career goal. Right now, I'm clicking on any location. I don't want to specify any location. Unnati, in any case, is open to travel around the world. And I'm also saying no future role. I don't want to specify a future role. Let's see if Unnati is able to get jobs in diverse fields or not. And let's see how much time it takes. As I said, it should take you a max of 2 to 3 minutes to generate this report, or even less. I encourage everyone who's present here to please take out time, go to the Level Up sign up page, sign up and generate your reports. It will be an eye-opener for all of you, and I can guarantee you, you will have more questions than answers after you look at your report. And we are happy to answer them if we are here today. Just allow me another minute or so, and we should be able to see the report on the screen now. Okay, so what you see on the screen is the report that has been generated based on the CV. For your benefit, let me also open her resume so that you know what is it that we put inside. So this is Unnati's resume that we had inputted. It's a simple one-page report, resume. And let's now look at her report. There is a button, download report. You can download the report and save it for future reference. Okay, now let's look at the sections. My friends, this is a very comprehensive report, and therefore I want to point out certain key sections which are very important for you to look at. If you look at the table of contents, it lists down what has been Unnati's journey so far. It will talk about role progression analysis. It will also list down all the skills that Unnati has based on her resume that we have uploaded. So just like we have a diagnostic test in healthcare, in the same way, this is a skill check test. So this will list down all the skills that Unnati has based on her resume. There is a section on AI impact analysis. So out of whatever skills that this report lists down for Unnati, it will talk about how AI is going to impact some of these skills, which are the skills which are in high risk category, and what should be the risk mitigation for Unnati for these skills. What are low risk AI impacted skills. It will talk about key differentiators that Unnati has versus the rest of the world. Now, if you look at future career mapping, based on her profile, this is saying she can take up 5 different career options. These are 5 different career maps: marketing leadership, product marketing, customer success management, brand strategy, and growth marketing. All different from each other. We'll look at one sample. And it also says there is an actionable career development plan at the end of the report. something that she can do on an immediate basis to try and reach what this report is predicting for her. Okay? Okay, let's look at role progression analysis. So out of whatever Unnati has achieved so far, where is she in her life? This is what this report, this section tells. What are key achievement metrics that she has achieved in her life so far? This is the skills assessment. So it tries to break down skills into 3 sections, technical skills. Now this report understands the resume of Unnati and says she has skills in digital marketing, campaign management, market research, content management, email marketing, blah, blah. So these are all technical skills. Then it goes on to define soft skills. Again, what are the soft skills that she represented through her resume? Critical thinking, problem solving, stakeholder management, cross-functional collaboration, blah, blah. And then last but not the least, leadership skills. What are some of the key leadership skills that Unnati has? And what are her scores based on evidence in her resume? Now this is the skill assessment that the report does on the basis of the resume that has been inputted. And then comes the most important part, which is the AI impact analysis. Now if you see, this report says 7 of her 22 skills are at risk of getting automated. Let's look at what all can get automated. So this report says the first skill which is highly likely to get automated using AI is email marketing. Yes, there are people from the industry who can agree with me that today most of the email marketing is becoming more and more automated, and you don't need people to run email campaigns for us anymore. So it says email marketing faces high automation risk as AI can now generate, personalize, and optimize email campaigns with minimal human intervention. It says content management, Excel, Power BI. I'm sure a lot of college students these days, show these as skills. So my friends, please look at this. If you are showing Excel as your key skill, if you're showing Power BI as your key skill, you should be aware, you should know that AI is going to take away this skill. This will become automated, and therefore this will no longer be a specialty that you can talk about with employers. There are medium risk areas and there are low risk areas. So this is what the entire AI risk analysis is all about. When you generate your own report, each of your report is going to have a very specific AI impact analysis only based on your own skills and your own interest areas. Another important thing which is also going to be a reality in the world of AI and automation is that a lot of organizations are going to move people around because of automation. And therefore it is important for all of us to know what are our transferable skills which can be implemented across different domains. So if, let's say, you have transferable skills like leadership management, they can be transferred into any setting. Today you are working in a BPO, tomorrow you might work in a production company, another day you might work in an internet company. So the same transferable skill works everywhere. However, there are also specialized skills which cannot work across the industry. So it is important to also understand what are my transferable skills, what are my specialized skills, and therefore how do I ensure that I remain risk averse, how do I manage that risk. A very important section on key differentiators. Your report is going to talk about your differentiators. A lot of times I have come across college students, especially when they're appearing for their interviews, that if an employer was to ask, can you tell us something about yourself? Why should we hire you? They find it very hard to come up with differentiators. Now this report actually is telling you all your differentiators at one place. and very, very interestingly put. So if you look at this cross-functional business acumen, a lot of these things that this report will talk about you may not have even thought about this in the first go. So a very, very useful insight, very, very interesting insight when you are trying to look at this report. So for Unnati, it is cross-functional business acumen, entrepreneurial leadership, growth marketing specialist, customer insights, and risk management. Very interesting stuff, Unnati. You must read your report. Okay, career mapping. So let's look at one. I will, in the interest of time, not pick up all 5, but you must look at your own report and see how many of your career options this report is generating for you. Okay, now I'm sure as students, all of us understand where we want to land our first job and therefore what is going to be my future career progression looking like. But do we know enough about it? So here in this report, you will know what is the career progression track. So for this marketing leadership track, this says if you start, you will become a senior marketing manager, then go on to become a marketing director, VP of marketing, chief marketing officer. And it also gives a success probability. What is the probability of this person succeeding in this particular career map? It also talks about success factors, key challenges. Another interesting thing that a lot of us want to understand is, भैया पैसे की बात बताओ, पैसा कितना मिलेगा? So, it is also trying to give you an estimate of what is the salary that you can get at each of these progression levels. Yes, so senior marketing manager to marketing director to VP of marketing, how much money does each of these stages make? In fact, tries to break it into base salary, equity, lot of information. It also tries to give you growth factors versus challenges. So why is growth possible? What are going to be key challenges for you when you're trying to go after this growth? Another very interesting aspect, how many of you understand this term work-life balance? I mean, people in industry keep on talking about this, throwing like this everywhere, but how many of you students understand this? This report also tells you each of the track that it is suggesting, what is the work-life balance going to look like? कितना time office में लगाना पड़ेगा? कितनी बार Saturday, Sunday को stretch करना पड़ेगा? So what is the work-life balance score of a particular career track? How many number of hours are you expected to put in each week for that particular job? And what are your present skill gaps in that particular career map? And what should you be doing? So what should be your skill development priority? So if, let's say, I don't have enough skills on strategic market planning, then should I prioritize that first, or I should prioritize budget management or ROI analysis? So it also tries to give you an insight on if you have to upskill, then what skills should you go after first? It also tries to tell you how can you optimize your CV for better results in job interviews. All in all, as I said, this is a very important, a very useful insight that you can get about your life and how you can reach the goal, whatever you have in your mind to reach at the end of this. I'll not take up rest of the tracks in the interest of time. However, I do want to take you to the last section, which is another important section, which is actionable career development plan. Again, this report tries to tell you, for you, what is the action plan that you should have after you step out from here? What is the skill enhancement priority? What should you do to enhance your professional network development? How should you work on your market positioning? What should you do about it? And what kind of skilling you should take up? How many of you think this is going to be useful, given it is completely free of cost for all of you today? Excellent. I encourage you, please, to go ahead and generate this report. And if you have any questions, and my little word of advice, this is a 70, 80 to 100 page report. So please don't get phased. Please don't get scared. This is only for you. So therefore, please take time to go through each word. Each word of this report is going to be useful for you for your life. Yes? Thank you. Thanks a lot. All the best. And before I hand over the mic to my friend Unnati again, we are very soon going to launch a plan where all students will be able to refer their friends in case they like Level Up, so that more and more happy students are able to go through the Level Up and get insights about their career. So we will very soon be launching a referral program. Keep on following SAWiT very closely for more details very soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bhaskar. That really showed me where I should go. So thank you so much for the report. I will definitely read it in detail. Moving on, now it's time for one of the most exciting parts of the celebration. Over the last few weeks, we witnessed incredible energy, creativity, and resilience during the hackathon. To hear about that, we have the team of 3Gen, and they will be sharing a quick presentation about their hackathon journey, the solution that they had built, and the learnings that they picked up along the way. Please join me in welcoming the team, 3Gen. We've got M. Rohini and V. Joshita here to come on stage.
Yeah. This journey of SAWiT has been helped us to believe that, and believe that building languages can not only help the people in living in central area, but also reach all the cultures or the multilinguistic languages that is India, which has multiple languages, cultures, and languages and cultures that India follows. So building these languages, models, and reaching AI, which helps every person across the world or across the country, we can say, which have multiple languages, can reach everyone, even the village person or whoever don't know English can use this AI. And this Bhashini LLM is one of that, which helps to allow people to learn or chat with in their own language. Well, good evening, everyone. This is 3Gen and myself, Rohini, and Joshita here to give a small presentation about our project, solution, and our experience in this journey of SAWiT. Yeah. So, to keep it short, what is our problem statement is like, we have to create a large data set model and give it to a RAG model, which helps to retrieve the information from the data set, and then gives the information or the related information from that data set and give us to translate it, we have to translate the English to Telugu data set we have to give, and the input will be from English, and it should give the output of Telugu output that we have chosen Telugu language. Like in this problem statement, there are 6 languages, as you can see that, and we have chosen Telugu, as we can more improve, as it is our mother tongue, we can improve the model more and help Bhashini LLM to improve. Yeah. So this was our problem statement. What is we have to create a data set, give that data set a RAG model, and generate an output which could translate English to Telugu.
So, hello everyone. So, our solution was basically few steps for building the LLM model. So, first we did selecting the data set. What we did is selecting a huge data set, and we processed the data set using multiple libraries like Unslot, Hugging Face, etc. Then after we selected a model, the correct model to process our data set. So we built the model which actually translates the English to Telugu. So next, there was a very excellent tokenizer, which is Embark tokenizer. Through that, we actually written a function which actually translates a very good and excellently English to Telugu. Then after, finally, we return a Python code which takes the input of the user, which will be in English, and it translates into the colloquial Telugu language. So this was our solution, and now Rohini will continue the next thing.
So already my friend covered many of those tools that we have used. To keep it short and keep it simple, I'll explain it in short lines. Like first, we have created a data set which consists of 4.5 lakhs of data in it. That is, we have 2 columns of English and Telugu, and then gave it to a model which is a combination of RAG and Embark. And that pre-trained model we have taken from the Hugging Face and then gave it to Unslot for fine-tuning that model. So in this way, we have used these tools, and we have implemented this in Google Colab. So these are few tools that we have used, and yeah. So
during this hackathon journey or while building the project, anything, we have faced little challenges. They are not much, but yeah. So actually, we have chosen a very large data set, as she mentioned. So processing that data set was little tough, but we, by using, as I mentioned, using Unslot, etc., we have processed the data, and finally, without any the clean data set. We have finally included the clean data set. So also while building the model, we actually faced a little problem with the GPU, but we also overcome that. That's why we are here. So yeah, this was few challenges, but we finally made it after.
And yeah, this journey helped us to move, and these obstacles that we have crossed helped us to win this. And no matter if we win or lose the journey, but we have learned so much in this journey. And already we got to hear that we have started this journey with our Learnathon and then came to this hackathon. So Learnathon was a material given us, it was like a 2 courses that were given to us to complete, so that we will have completed with our basics, then go on to the hackathon without any fear. Even my friends or anyone else will be having fear. Currently, first year, second years will be asking, Akka, how can I even participate in generative AI hackathons also, but without knowing anything. So even those people who don't know anything, and nowadays ChatGPT and everything are being used by anyone nowadays. So those people also are able to in our college, Generative AI Hackathon has been conducted twice. This for women and one more also. So even though it was very, with us, there were many first years who were competing with us. It was so, the hall was completely filled with first years also. We can see that, how the progress is being taken in this SAWiT Hackathon, first Learnathon, then Hackathon, which improved our experience also. So this was our experience that we have. So after Learnathon, we went to Hackathon, and it was a long duration. And with these competing with these deadlines also. First, we have we had 3 attempts to post in the GUI platform, which was given for the evaluating the model. And so even after submitting our model for first time, we were not satisfied. Again, we tried to make the model more accurate and try to give that to, again, we have submitted again and again, like 3 attempts were given to us. So we have fine-tuned the model again and again, and which made this, it was not easy, that easy, saying that was, we are just fine-tuning. But we got many errors that, which we both have been struggling for that, even nights and days, mornings, and yeah, finally we did it. But no matter which is, like, we are winning or losing, but we won it, and we are, we are really proud of our Institute VBIT, who gave us this opportunity, SAWiT and Student Tribe also, for giving this opportunity to us and helping us to stay here and giving us presentation before all the dignitaries and the beloved friends also here. Yeah, thank you.
So we also request you to connect with us through our LinkedIn profiles, as we have mentioned. And thank you for this opportunity, and thank you to our institution, Vigyan Bharat Institute of Technology, for great support. Thank you so much.
So we can say that this is just beginning of our life or careers. We would move forward to participate in these hackathons and even such events and connect with the beloved dignitaries or anyone here, so that we request you to just connect with us if possible. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's really inspiring to see how much hard work and creativity you've brought to the table. Can we have a huge round of applause for all of them? It's time for a truly transformational session. In this fun and interactive workshop, you'll learn how powerful your mind really is. You'll see live activities to show how your thoughts and beliefs shape your life. You'll also get easy tools like goal setting, affirmations, and visualization to help you succeed in anything you want. It's going to be full of energy, learning, and some amazing surprises. To do this, we're so excited to welcome Dr. Bhavya, Director of You Are a Creator, who is here to lead us through a powerful interactive workshop. Dr. Bhavya is passionate about helping people unlock their true potential by using the power of their thoughts, affirmations, and manifestations. She combines science and mindset techniques to show us how small changes in our thinking can create big changes in our lives. Today, she is here to guide us through simple but powerful techniques to help us break limits, set strong goals, and start building the future. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Bhavya to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Bhavya, representing You Are a Creator. And firstly, I'd like to thank SAWiT Group and Kaleido Group for giving me this opportunity to be here with all of you. And congratulations to all the winners of Hackathon. Just like Mr. Charan has just spoken about, you need learnathon before Hackathon. And Bhaskar, just like Bhaskar have mentioned that there need to be a GPS, and You Are a Creator is GPS to your life. And let me get into the fundamental of what You Are a Creator stands for, which is also the fundamental of each one of us. If you know, physically, we are all made up of atoms, to be exactly somewhere around 37.1 trillions of them. And what is atom made up of? Anyone? It is made up of energy in the form of electrons, protons, and neutrons. So fundamentally, we are all equal. We are all energy beings. So what makes each one of us different from one another? So the way we align our energy that is within us, which is equal, makes who we are. If you align your energy to get certain emotion, experience, or some goals that you really want to achieve, and that's what makes you, each one of you different from other. So if you align your energy to be physically strong, you become fit. But if you align your energy towards your career, you become successful. And if you align your energy into loving someone, you become a lover. But what if you do all and live dreams of your life? So just like that, but what makes successful people so unique? They must be doing something different from any ordinary, right? Successful people, what makes them so special is they align their energy into achieving their goals. Not just setting the goals, but having the clear vision of their goal and taking action steps towards them, even when no one believed in them or even on the rough days. And a scheduled action steps at right time. And they must be following few techniques, right? They cannot just do all the things and they can be consistent every single time. Consistency is something the ordinary people lack and successful people meet. So how do they do that? With few techniques, which hundreds and thousands of books are written about all over the globe and widely spoken about. So here are if I say you, there are like 5 most powerful techniques that right from today you can implement and be equivalent as any of those successful people. With your creator, if you have a goal, you can set your goal, get clarity on your goal, and we give you the 5 most powerful techniques that all the successful people swear by. And if you implement it every single day, following it, 5 minutes of your day, working towards your goals, and there you are. You can start right from today and meet your expectations and live the life you always wanted to. So I'll go deep into these techniques, and with a simple exercise I would like to start. Now I want all of you to stand up just for a minute. A simple exercise. I want you to lift your arms up. Yeah, up as possible. Now to the back. Hold your hands there. And I want you to lift your hands as high as possible to the up. Yeah. Yeah. In the back, holding your hands. Now, I want you to lift your hands just 30% more than what you're doing right now. Just 30%. Don't overdo, just 30%. Okay, please sit down. Now I'll explain. The first thing I asked you to do is lift as far as you want to, or you can. And then I gave you a prompt that do 30% more. But doesn't the first prompt mean the highest level possibility that you can do? But you still outdone yourself and did 30%, right? And that's how the brain works. The way you tell your brain to act upon, it acts. If you ask it to over-deliver, it will deliver. If you want to achieve something, if you just tell your brain to deliver that, it will deliver. Because physically or physiologically, it doesn't know difference between what is imaginary and what is realist. It doesn't do that assessment. It just delivers what it was told. Just like the prompt that you give your ChatGPT, you just have to give prompt to your brain, and it will deliver. And you can see or experience the magic it can do. And how can you prompt your brain to exactly get what you want? If you want to achieve success, if you don't want to experience the failure, what prompt you should give your brain to get that success or to experience what kind of life you want to live? So that prompt only comes to your mind when you have clear goals. How do you have clear goals? Just an example, if I ask you, most of you might have a goal to get an AI-powered job in so-and-so X-reputed company. And if I ask you the question to be, where do you want to get a job, which country, or which state, what is the expected?
Thank you, Bhavya. I'm so sorry to cut it, but we are very honored to welcome Srimati Divya Devarajan, IAS, who has just joined us. This evening. Can we please have a round of applause for her as well?
Let me continue. If you have a goal to have a AI-powered job in so-and-so reputed company, and what if I ask you the question, which state you want to work on, or which country do you want to work on, what is your expected salary, or even what is the environment that you want to work, and how many years do you want to work in certain company? Based on answering all the questions, your answer might change from the first to the last. You might never want to work in the same place, or the company you're looking might not offer the environment that you're looking for. Okay, let me go into a simpler example. If you want to travel to a certain place, traveling is your goal. And what if I ask you, where do you want to travel, or with who you want to travel, at what time of the year you want to travel? Do you have the enough budget, or do you need to save up? Your answer might totally change up, right? You might want to go some close by area if you don't have the save ups, or you might want to save up and go in like next year. So in real life, if you come upon these questions, will you be hesitant to answer to anyone, any random person, right? But what if someone asks you these questions, very personal, getting deep into your goals, not just career-oriented, but personal, your relationships, or it could be even fun, social, personal, or spiritual. What if someone asks you these questions, getting clarity, giving you clarity on your goals, and where you can answer that they don't judge you, or judge your potential to reach, and give you 100% honest answer to yourself. And that will be, you are a creator. So let me get you into one more technique, which is very powerful but very simple. And being a science student and understanding all the physiological and neurological science behind how this works, how these techniques works, and why are they powerful, I want to explain something called RAS system. It is a group of neurons that form as a network in our brain, and is a very huge network with millions and trillions of neurons coming together, forming a meshwork-like network with each emotion and experience that you have faced, right from where you are in the womb of your mother till day, and it will be till the day you die. And filtering all the thoughts that you come across or experience that you come across. And why is it there? It is a defense mechanism that is in your brain to filter so that your brain doesn't have to calculate all the stimuli every single time. If I give you an example, if you touch a candle, it will burn, right? You don't have to touch the candle every single time to understand or to calculate that it's going to burn every single time. So that's a defense mechanism is created so that you're protected from stimuli, or so that your brain doesn't have to over-calculate every single time. But it also comes with a negativity, is it filters according to its belief systems, or according to the experiences that it has previously gone through. And it is almost well formed by the age of 16 to 18 years. It is like almost solid thing. And for you to break it, you need a lot of practice. You have to consciously instruct your brain that you can achieve certain something, even if in your past if you have failed, you can achieve something just by consciously telling it that, so that it will accept that you can achieve it. And by what happens by breaking this RAS? You start seeing new opportunities, you start meeting people, you start having conversational with people who you never would. You will start selling your business to anyone. If you see the opportunity, you just want to grab it. You don't hesitate it anymore. Even before speaking, you don't hesitate. You just grab it. That happens with very consciously and very strong inputs that we give consciously to our mind. And here are the affirmations, just for an example, and I want all of you to say it loud. I can do this. Just one more. I am capable of doing anything. Can you say it a little more louder? If you really say it with the emotion in your heart, what happens here is you are releasing a group of neurotransmitters into your neurons that somehow make your brain believe for a second that you can achieve anything. And if I say that, if I give you a task right now, earlier than like 10 seconds ago before doing affirmations, you are more likely to do certain tasks 60% more than what you have done, what you could have done earlier just before doing affirmation. And that's how powerful your brain works. So if I say, your brain has all this system built in where you can filter the negative thoughts, but at the same time implement the positivity. The way you look at the problems changes, the way you look at any failure changes, or even the success. So having all these techniques, having the clear goals, and how can you have a conversation? Here is a simple example it's showing. To get a job in so-and-so company and having a conversation and getting clarity on it. And this is one more powerful technique, vision board, where you get to see your goals in a pictured form so that your brain recognizes them very most powerfully. A simple example will be, suppose you have a goal to get a red car. And if you see it every single day, you are subconsciously reminded of it whenever you see a red car going around, passing by, then you are reminded that, yeah, you need to save up to get that red car. So something vision board. And you get a personalized affirmations and visualization. The affirmations that we did earlier were just random, made for random people. But what if I tell you, in your creator, you get personalized affirmations and visualization just curated only for you and for your goals. So special, going deep into getting clarity on your goal, then it could do more wonders. And we give you scheduled actions and steps in progress every single week, and scheduled action steps along with the timelines and nudges so that you can take action steps towards your goals. And in a world where full of people talking about AI taking over jobs and even questioning our resilience, here is your creator, an AI-powered app which is working for you, for your goals, and asking you to take action steps towards your goals every single day. And spending 5 minutes of it and making this a lifestyle can change your world. Are you ready to create the life you want with your creator? If you want to know more about other techniques and powerful insights, practical insights, I would like all of you to join for the 4-hour session that's happening on May 10th. You would like to scan the QR code to get all the details. And there's one more hoarding where you can scan it. And I would like to introduce Mr. Saibabu Gorla, who is an entrepreneur, who is the founder of You Are a Creator, who lives by all these techniques and who have read hundreds of books regarding all these techniques, and who is a living example and implementing all these techniques from past 30 years in his life. The way he lives, he manages the relationships, entire work-life balance, and the way he totally operates is different. And if you want to get a chance to one-on-one session with him, that's the boot camp where you can join. And thank you, SAWiT Group, for giving me this opportunity to be here, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bhavya. It was a very, very insightful session. I'd like to call upon Subit to please felicitate Dr. Bhavya and the CTO of You Are a Creator, Mr. Naveen. Before we continue, we'd like to take a moment, a very special moment. We are honored to welcome Srimati Divya Devarajan, IAS, who has just joined us in the evening. Srimati Divya Devarajan is an IAS officer of 2010 batch and is currently serving as the CEO of SERP. She is an alumnus of BITS Pilani University. She was chosen as the best officer trainee of her IAS batch in both the professional courses and district training, and also won the Satish Dua Gold Medal for her services. For her services, people of the Adilabad district named a village for her called Divyaguda. For her contribution as an IAS officer, she received Outstanding Women in Public Service Category Award by Inadu Group on International Women's Day in 2020. As an IAS officer, she has served in various capacities as a district collector for Adilabad, district collector for the Vikarabad district, joint collector for the Khammam district, project officer, ITDA, Bhadrachalam, and as a project director for IT and the communications department. We are very, very grateful to have you here, ma'am. We'd like to please call you on stage for a short speech.
No, it's okay. So good evening to all the youngsters present here. I don't know why they chose me. I'm an ancient fossil and I don't think I know anything about the new developments in AI, but I'm still glad that I can still connect with all of you. So South Asian women in IT and AI is something I connect to, because breaking the glass ceiling anywhere and everywhere is one thing I think this society needs. So often the newer the technology, usually women are kept out of it. But I think if you include women and other diverse individuals into this field, then I think it will become much more, what can I say, AI is actually learning from all of us, am I right? So we are actually teaching AI to think like us. So if you only make it think like men, then I don't think it's useful. I think we should make it think like women also. It needs the compassion, it needs the sensitivity, it needs multitasking. Women are in general huge multitaskers. And I think we need to train AI to do that as well. So I'm so happy to know that SAWiT is especially having a hackathon, especially for women in AI. And I'm sure that all of you would be very super excited to get your awards. So I don't want to stay in between that and the further events in the evening. But one thing I would like you to take across, whatever you wish, as especially girls and women out there, it's possible. I would like to share an anecdote from my childhood that, you know, usually math and computer science is considered as only the boys' forte, But in my class, the best brains in mathematics was my classmate who's a girl. And she used to be so wonderful. We used to do coding in C++ 20 years ago. So if at all I have any doubt in my code, I would go to her. And several other examples. I mean, she came from a very humble background, from a Sindhi family. But she used to really be super in logic and algorithm and, coding. So I think it's only a barrier we create for ourselves and we can aim higher. And even sharing an example from my own life, I was an electrical engineer and I got placed in Indian Oil Corporation and I had to manage a power plant. So the first day when I wore my boots and my helmet and went to a naphtha powered power plant, most of the people down below didn't think that I could rectify the circuits there. So they said that why is this woman there and how can she rectify the circuits? So I think there's a lot of a change that's required in the society, and I think you're at a better place with AI. And I'm sure you should definitely dream for whatever you want. And if AI is what you are aiming at, and I don't think anything should limit you and sky should be the limit. So I wish you all the very best and I hope you have a wonderful future ahead.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for such an inspiring speech. It's now the moment that many of you have been waiting for, the SAWiT Awards. As many of you know, this hackathon was conducted virtually, which meant we had participants joining from all across India. While some of the brilliant winners could not be here physically, we are equally excited to acknowledge all of their hard work and celebrate their success. For those winners who are here today, we'll be inviting you on stage to receive your award. I would also like to invite Dr. Bhavya to kindly join us on stage to felicitate the winners. Let's begin celebrating the awards. Team 25, AI Pradarshan. Team 24, Team Aishwarya. Team 23, the Victresses. The team members are Samiksha, Lalasa, and Archita. Please come on stage to get your prize. Can we please have a round of applause for all of them? While we are just getting the prices out, I will move ahead with the participants and the winners who are not available. Number 22 was Team Sandhya. Number 21 was Team Satvika. Team 20 was Team Aurora. Vishali Shekhar, please come on stage to get your prize. Team 19 was Team Neeraja. Team 18 was Team Kanya Rashi. The team members are Darshini, Lokapriya, and Srija. Please come on stage. Kanya Rashi, team members Darshini, Lokapriya and Srija. Anita Soma, please come on stage. Please come on stage.
Now I see your darkness holds the key.
Sayeda Aliza. Team Sparkling Buds, Team Warrior, Team Sparkle, Team Bite Sisters. Kirtana and Ashrita, please come on stage. Dr. Bhavya and Srimati Divya Devarajan. The rest of them are all online, so I will go ahead and announce. Team 8, Smart Coders. Team 7, Solution Seekers. Team 6, Team Bhumi06. Team 5, PDS Techies. Team 4, Simran. And our top 3 winners, Janice, bagging 50,000 rupees at number 3. Brainly Buddies for the price of 50,000. And the winner is Team Imagine AI for the price of 75,000 rupees. A massive round of applause for all of our winners, both present and virtual, for their incredible talent and spirit. I would now like to call the team of SAWiT to please felicitate Ms. Divya Devarajan. Thank you so much, ma'am. Can we please have all the winners present here for a photo with Ms. Divya Devarajan? On the stage, please. Can we please have all the winners on stage with ma'am? Also have Dr. Bhavya, Adita, Niyas, everybody on stage for the photo. Sobit Bhaskar. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much once again, everybody, for being a part. As we now move on to the last segment of our event, we'd like to take a moment to acknowledge those who have played a pivotal role behind the scenes. The Support Awards recognize the incredible efforts of all the placements officers of various colleges who have worked tirelessly to guide and assist our participants throughout the journey. Their unwavering commitment has ensured that our participants had everything they needed to succeed. To present these awards, I'd like to call upon Subid and Bhaskar to present it to the TPOs. I'd also like to call upon Paul, who will introduce all of the TPOs.
Hello. So thank you so much. Thanks for your time. So I first of all want to thank the training placement officers and the faculty coordinators who have been supported to make this SAWiT hackathon successful. So I would like to call upon Sudeshni Sani ma'am from Voxen University to come up on the stage, please. Sudeshni Sani ma'am is from Voxen University, but there were also a couple of winners from the same college. Dr. Pranjali ma'am is also from Voxen University. Ma'am, please. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much again. So I would like to call upon Mr. Venkachar from Training Placement Officer from Siddhartha Institute, Narpalli. Mr. Venkachar has played a vital role over here, there in the college. There were most number of students' participations from Siddhartha Narpalli. I would like to call upon Mr. Anil Sir from VBIT Engineering Gatkeser to call up on the stage, please. So sir is always supportive for all the time to do any kind of events within the college actually. Manjulata ma'am, I would also call upon the stage from the same college who has played a vital role for us to make this event successful in the college level. I would also call upon Lakshmi Pravina ma'am, BVRIT Engineering College. Ma'am has supported and the more number of students participation from the same college. Ma'am, please support us from the BVRIT all the time. I would like to call upon Mansa ma'am from KG Reddy Engineering College. Request you to please come up on the dais, please. Mr. Sairam sir from CMR set. CMR set, please. Sai Prasad sir from MLRIT Engineering. Mr. Venkatesh sir from Sri Hindu Engineering College, please. CH Ashok sir, I would also call upon please onto the dais, please. So Venkatesh sir and Ashok sir is always supportive for all the time to do any kind of events in the college. So do support us on the same aspect. I would like to call upon Mr. B. Mahesh sir, the Training Placement Officer. Mr. B. Mahesh sir has all the way traveled from Karnool over here. I would like to call upon Dr. P. Rajendra Prasad sir, Training Placement Officer. Mr. Tanveer Ahmed sir, the Training Placement Officer from Gates. Mr. Srinivas sir, please do join the dais, please. Mr. Sri Charan sir from NRIT, Vijayawada. So I would like to call upon stage, please. I would like to call you Mr. Ashish, the ACM president, who is representing from KLH. On behalf of the faculty, has taken care of the felicitation. So Mr. Ashish played a vital role. The whole ACM chapter was under him, and who has helped us, supported us to reach out all the clubs in different colleges. So thank you, Nati. Thank you, Nati. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much again. Thanks you, SAWiT. Thank you, students.
Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you to all of the TPOs who have been of immense help. Just a quick side note, all of the winners, your certificates are ready. We would love to give it to you after the event. So please stay back while we take more photos and the certificates. As we draw this incredible event to a close, we want to take a moment to express our deepest gratitude to each and every one of you. To all the participants, your passion, dedication, and hard work have truly made this event memorable. Let's have a big round of applause for all of you. Watching all of you grow, collaborate, and showcase your talent has been nothing short of inspiring. You've not only completed, but you've also built something bigger. A big thank you to our mentors, partners, and everyone who made it to the event. Your support and guidance has been invaluable. But most importantly, we want to thank you, the community. You've all demonstrated what it means to support, uplift, and learn from one another. As we look towards the future, we're excited about what's next. The journey doesn't end here. In fact, it's only just the beginning. We have more learnathons and hackathons lined up, and we can't wait to continue the journey of growth, innovation, and connection with all of you. The road ahead is filled with even more opportunities to learn, collaborate, and push boundaries. With that, our formal event comes to a close. We now invite you to join us for high tea and networking. Meet old friends, make new ones, and celebrate the incredible energy in the room. Thank you once again, and see you around. The high tea is set up outside. We'd request you all to please move outside and have fun. Thank you.